Hurd do?
He's, I wasn't paying attention.
Not on base. I just, Bill, do you know? Hurd, strikeout?
Swinging.
Connolly up there. Breaking ball is up a little bit, called the ball. Makes it 3-0. Not very often you see Schmitty fall behind, yet he did to the first hitter and now to the third hitter.
Ace only has 1 walk on the season so far in his 2 starts.
Yeah, must have been. You know, these stats that we have are not all the games, I think. Connolly does draw a walk. These might be league game only stats. Our umpires, we mentioned, Peyton Keller and Doug Steinke. And that brings up James Bornick. Bornick hitting 386.
He's tied for the team lead in hits with the man who just got walked, Conley.
Well, hopefully he doesn't take the lead in hits. First pitch is a strike. Beautiful day at Wildwood Baseball Park. Couple of big games. Double importance for these Green Bay games. There's a fly ball out to left, short. It's going to drop in for a hit. Here's a throw to third is not in time. Good base running by Connolly. He advances all the way to third on the single by Bornick.
I guess he will take the team lead in hits.
Yes, he does. That brings up Brendan Willitson, the DH. As long as Green Bay is up to bat, I want to do a little shout out for the Green Bay fans out there. This is from manager Peyton Price and assistant coach Brian Price Jr. would like to wish their father, watching back home in Illinois, a happy Father's Day. So Mr. Price, happy Father's Day. And hoping you're a online Cub and Bear fan.
I am that.
It's very nice of the Price boys to send out a happy Father's Day. Now's your time to chime in, Lucas. Tell your dad happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Pitch is in there for a strike, makes the count no balls and 2 strikes. Green Bay threatening. We're in the top of the first of a 7-inning game. We're going to play 2 of them. Swing and a miss. Yep, swing and a miss. It is a strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Schmitz. A little delay because I wasn't sure if the umpire was calling a foul tick or not, but he didn't. So after a half inning of play, Green Bay nothing. Sheboygan coming to bat.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more. Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more. Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Let me give you the starting batting order for Sheboygan. Gus Walker is going to lead off in center field. Batting second is Chase Hanselman at short. Batting third, Harry Stelt at third. Batting fourth, the Northwoods Chemical cleanup hitter is Jacob Neese. Jacob playing second base. Batting fifth, Ian Mary, the DH. Jimmy Jurgensen hitting sixth at first base. Ben Beering is the catcher. There's a line drive by Gus, but it hangs up, and the right fielder is able to make the catch. Batting eighth is Jason Sims in right, and Alex Ames is batting ninth and playing left. And what's the lineup? Our defense for Green Bay, Lucas?
For Green Bay, starting the outfield from left to right, Hurd in left, Gerbers in center, and Long in right. And then the infield at third is Hobetler, then Pasatek at short, Conley at second, and Bornick at first. And then LaViolette behind the plate with Piontek at pitcher.
Well, you said some things about Piontek that are pretty amazing.
Yep,
Got some stats on him.
He's appeared in 4 games for the Blue Ribbons, and in those 4 games, he has a 0 ERA with 9 strikeouts and only 1 hit in 6 innings. It's a tough customer for the A's.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice looking left-hander. Green Bay's got a good team, no doubt about that. The wind is blowing out to left field, and it's blowing quite a bit. It's a bouncing ball past the third baseman, a shortstop in the hole. Cannot get it there in time. Hanselman with an infield hit. Be interesting to see what Sheboygan does with their running game. Chase in the stolen base department has 1. Leading the ball club by a wide margin is Walker with 12. That brings up Harry Stelt. Harry, the line drive off the glove of the second baseman. Thought he had it, but it tipped right off the top. Give Harry a base hit. Hanselman advances to second.
That would have been an inning-ending double play if you would have caught that one. Hanselman was way off of first base.
Northwoods cleanup batter, the second baseman, number 17,
Jacob Neese steps in to hit. He's the Northwoods Chemical cleanup hitter. Jacob first pitch swinging, fouls it back. Yes. Hit. Question by Bill was, is it a hit or error? Bill keeps track of the line score on the scoreboard, runs, hits, and errors. We got most of the press box crew up here today. Bill Wagner doing the field announcing, CJ in the middle, making sure we all behave. Ball tips off the pitcher's glove out at second. And the ball is dropped by the first baseman. So Neese is going to reach on a fielder's choice.
That's 2 almost inning-ending double plays the Blue Ribbons could have had with the liner, and then a tailor-made double play to short, but
yeah,
throw in the dirt.
designated hitter, number 7, Ian Mary.
And with 2 outs and Sheboygan having runners on at first and third, Ian Mary's up. Mary, I think, is leading the club in RBIs.
Leading the team in a lot of things.
Hitting .444. Takes that first pitch a strike on the outside corner. Ian Mary with 12 RBIs leads the ball club. He has a couple of doubles. 2-1 pitch, way outside. So what's interesting is he's only pitched 6 innings, Piatek.
Yeah, he does have a save as well, so I don't think he's normally a starting pitcher.
Yeah, it could be, very well be the case. When I was looking at your notes, it was a 6.0, and I'm thinking he pitched 60 innings without giving up a run.
That would be something special.
Right, 3-2 pitch. Nice will be on the go. And Ian fouls it off.
Already doubled the total hit count for the season that Piatek given up in this inning alone.
Yeah, exactly. Walker led off. He hit a hard ball out to right, but Long was able to chase it down. And since then, Sheboygan has been... Ball gets past LaViolette. And that's going to allow Hanselman to score. And Ian Mary draws the walk. Give LaViolette a pass ball on that. He should have had it.
First baseman, number 32, Jimmy Jurgensen.
Brings up Jimmy Jurgensen. Jimmy had a good game the other day, a couple of hits, 4 RBIs and a double. He's been swinging the bat a little better. Be interesting to see how Jimmy handles this left-hander.
Yeah, keep the hot streak going. Perfect.
Exactly. Nice at second, Mary at first. Another pitch, that's going to be a wild pitch. Allows both runners to move up.
It is a different warm-up routine from coming out of the bullpen to being a starter.
I agree. I agree with you. And manager Hayden Price going out to talk to his pitcher. Good start for Sheboygan, even if they don't score again. At least they got a run.
Especially on a guy who hadn't given up a run and a team that's top of the Wisconsin
Right.
State League.
Looking at the Wisconsin State League standings first, Green Bay sitting at in first at 5-1. Kenosha apparently lost a game yesterday. CJ, they're 4-2, 4-1. Sheboygan is 3-1, so they could jump up a place or two. They jump up to first place actually. Lombard, usually the number 1 team in the league, is 4-3. West Dallas, losing 2 yesterday, is 3-5. Addison 1-6, and the heavy hitters from Milwaukee 0-3. Only 3 games played in the league. We'll go through the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League standings in a little bit. Also, stay tuned. We'll have our quiz question in the 4th inning. That pitch comes in low. It's 3-1. Waiting on deck is Ben Beering. That pitch, breaking pitch, is up high. And that's going to load the bases for Beering. Ben catching. We've seen him out in left field.
The catcher, number 24, Ben Buring.
But he's catching today. Ben steps in, he's hitting .333. That pitch outside. Piatek having a tough time finding the zone. He's walked 2 so far.
You got to think Beering's going to be taken on this pitch all the way. Or not.
Or not. It looked like he swung at a ball too.
Make him throw you a strike.
I like that idea. Take a strike till he starts throwing strikes. A good rip at it, but again, coming up empty. One ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty impressive Piatek could get out of this with only giving up 1 run.
I agree. Hopefully that's not the case. Right on the inside corner for strike 3. So like Lucas called, he did do a pretty good job of getting out of the inning. But Sheboygan does score 1 run, and after 1 complete inning of play, Sheboygan's on top, 1-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back at Wildwood Park, getting ready to start second inning action. It'll be the catcher leading off the inning for Green Bay, Brady LaViolette. And then Brian Gertz and Ethan Hobetler.
Leading off for Green Bay, the catcher, number 30, Brady LaViolette.
First pitch is in there for a strike.
LaViolette's in 263 on the year, but he is one of the top 3 on the team in RBIs.
His pitcher in that first inning really made him work.
Especially for how shut down it seemed like he had been.
Pitch gets by the glove of Eric Schmitz and dribbles out into center field. Base hit for Brady.
Center fielder, number 25, Brian Gerbers.
Ryan Gerbers up next. Gerbers steps in hitting 280. It's a ball hard out to center field. And tracking it down and making the catch is Jason Sims. Oh my.
What a catch.
Gerbers got robbed.
Ton of ground. Sims had the cover on that play too. He was playing a little farther in.
Ethan Hobetler is up next. Violet still on at first with his single. Schmitty's breaking ball hangs inside for ball 1. Second game will start about 20 to 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game. And word on the street is that making the start in the second game is Jared Rucklitis. So Sheboygan starting 2 of their best in this doubleheader. And I think waiting in the wings if we need him might be Brad Reinflesh.
That's quite the 1-2 punch there. Go from Rucklitis to Reinflesh. Rucklitis only given up 1 run this year on a home run in his first start.
Well, Ball's fouled straight back. Very, we had hail by our house for a little
Really?
bit, yeah. And it rained quite hard several different times. And it's turned out to be just a wonderful day. You got a chance, get out to the ballpark. And the batter is hit by a pitch. That's going to break up Ashton Long, the right fielder. Hobetler doing his best Clay Schwartz impersonation. You notice that, Bill, how he leaned in to get hit by a pitch, just like Clay used to do
That was the
all those years back. Clay, by the way, is a Hall of Famer, Lucas. He's a catcher.
That was the 4th time the series been hit already.
He knows how to do it. I don't know if you noticed that his front shoulder, and he just kind of leaned in a little bit, get nicked by the pitch.
Not afraid.
It's a skill. Pitch looked outside, but it was called a strike. 1-1. They got a strike on that one, Bill. I think it's 1-1. One out. There's runners on first and second. Green Bay threatening again. They threatened in the first, but didn't score. Was swung at and fouled off.
2 runners on in each of the first 3 half innings so far for both teams. At least 2 runners on.
You know what that means, Lucas? Long game. Thank goodness it's only 7. Ball is popped up into left field. That's going to be trouble. But Ames is able to track it down and make the catch. Alex showing good speed.
Real good start from this A's outfield, making some tough catches already.
We haven't seen, we know that Tillman is an outfielder. We haven't seen him much, but we do know about Brady Zackerson, who's apparently not here today. He is a fine outfielder. And we're back to the top of the order. Potashik grounded out his first time up. I graduated with a girl, her last name was Potashik, but it was spelled different.
Huh.
That pitch is a strike and evens the count at 1-1. Schmidt comes set. There's a line drive out into center field. That hit's going to tie up the ball game. Well, you mentioned it the first time he was up. He's got a very good batting average.
Perfect for the leadoff hole. Makes that 10 RBIs on the season for him now.
Easton Hurd is up next. We're all tied at 1. See if Schmidt can get out of the inning without any more runs scoring. Well, Mr. Price in Illinois is happier.
Tie ball game.
Oh, good change of pace by Schmidt. No balls and 2 strikes.
Great response by Green Bay, though, to get that run back.
Good point. And the first hitter, Violet, got that ball just past Schmidt's glove, and it trickled out into center field to start off the inning. He was the one that scored the run. Green Bay with 3 hits so far. And a swing and a miss. And that ends the top of the second. Green Bay does come up with a run. When we come back for Sheboygan, it'll be Sims, Ames, and Walker.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Last year, Sheboygan was only 1-4 versus Green Bay. This year, so far, Sheboygan is 1-0. That was that 18 strikeout performance by Reinfleisch. Line drive out to left. Well hit by Sims, but carried a little too far, and Hurd was able to make the catch.
Very similar to the first inning, just the other side of the field.
It's Meijer Family Day. Might want to get out here to the ballpark for that. It's also face painting, courtesy of Mischief and Magic. So if you have little ones in the house, be a great time for them. In the opening, I mentioned Sheboygan won a doubleheader yesterday. That was against, it was at Greenville. They won the first game 5-1 and then took the second game, Lucas, 7-1. So
Can't do much better than that, giving up 2 runs through 2 games and scoring 12.
yeah, really. Alex Ames. Alex has scored 6 runs on the season. No extra base hits yet. And he takes ball 4. For Ames, that's his 10th walk of the season. And that ties him with Jimmy and Chase Hanselman, or no, Harry Stout. So 3-way tie for first in the walk department. Gus with a big swing.
Gus has had a bounce back year this year from 2021. He was hitting 390, went down a little bit last year, but he's been amazing again this year. Up over 390 average.
He's a good one. Throw to first is not in time. Ames is on at first. Alex with good speed. Might see him try to steal a base. Ball is popped up into left field. And Hurd drops the ball. Oh my. That's an E7.
Looked like he had a pretty good read on that one under it the whole entire time. He didn't have to move very far at all and just Must have been the sun or something.
Yeah, good point. You know, it isn't like he's making a running catch either. Good set up. Chase Hanselman is next. Chase Singleton scored in the first. First pitch is a strike. See if Sheboygan can capitalize on that error. That ball evens the count at 1-1. Ball has fouled off the screen.
Hanselman kind of had that little league kind of home run earlier this week with that triple, and then went out of play and then up scoring.
He's been playing quite well, filling in for Palmquist. There's a line drive over the head of the shortstop. That'll score a run. And racing over to third and making it is Gus Walker. Give Hanselman an RBI single, and he advances on the throw to third. So Sheboygan has runners on second and third, only one out and a run in. And that brings up Harry. Harry hit a ground ball that went for a base hit. His first time up.
Harry always an RBI machine in his time with the A's.
Exactly. Harry has a chance to tie for the team lead if he can get these 2 runs in with a hit. Line drive is caught right at the shortstop. Hit it right on the button, but the wrong spot.
Northwood's cleanup batter, the third baseman, the second baseman, number 17, Jacob Neese.
Jacob Neese, the Northwoods cleanup hitter, is up. Jacob hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Takes that first pitch for a ball. You know, again, we're leaving too many guys on base. We got to get these runners in.
3 last inning and possibly 2 more this inning if Neese can't do anything.
Bouncing ball in the hole. Third baseman has a tip off of his glove. We're going to get 2 more runs on that play.
Giving that one a hit, Marty.
Giving him a hit. And 2 RBIs for Neese. Tipped off the glove of the third baseman, but he just couldn't make the play. And good for Sheboygan, bad for Green Bay. I'm sure if you talk to Hot Bettler, he'd be saying, yeah, I should have made that play, but hey, Hot Bettler didn't. We'll take the runs. Neese now with 6 RBIs. And that makes the score 4-1. Wind is blowing out to left. This is a good spot for Ian to get one up in the air and ride it out of here. Pitch goes for ball. It's 1-1. That was an interesting observation, Lucas, you made before about Piatek, the pitcher, you know, probably more used to relieving than starting.
Completely different warm-up routine.
Fly ball out to center. And that ball is caught. And that ends the inning for Sheboygan, but not before they score 3 more runs. And they lead it after 2, 4-1.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
Let's go through the standings for the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League. Menasha is in first place, 5-0. Sheboygan is 5-3. They got 8 games in already. Green Bay Blue Ribbons are third at 4-3. Appleton 3-4. Greenville Stars 2-4, and Kewaskum A's, strongest team in the league, holding everybody up, 0-5. But Kewaskum has a rich history for their city in baseball. They've always been competitive. Ball is hit out to left field down the line. It's going to be out of play.
Schmitz is going to have to go through the heart of this order. All the guys coming up are all hitting over 330 and all have over 10 hits.
Oy. Peyton Connolly is the hitter. Peyton walked and was stranded at third in the first inning. We mentioned both teams putting a lot of runners on base. Sheboygan able to capitalize in the bottom of the second, however. That error in left really hurt. All those runs in that third inning were unearned. Their first inning run, Sheboygan's, was earned. Schmitty's wondering what was wrong with that one. Makes the count 3-1. And on the inside corner for a strike. 3-2 on Connolly. Swing and a miss. Little change of pace that time by Schmitty, and it had Connolly fooled.
He was thinking he's going to try to speed him up with the fastball. Full count, don't want to walk him.
Yeah, exactly. I know you've probably heard Emma and I say this, but when you got these 7-inning games, it's really important to get the lead early, because it's hard. You know, you don't have that many innings to work with if you have to come back. James Bornick is up. Bornick singled in the first. Got a nice crowd out here, a little bit on the chilly side, but not too bad. The last I looked, it was up to 68 degrees. We had a 64-degree temperature at game time. Sun has been in and out, ducking behind the clouds. 1-1 pitch is hit out to second. And the play is made by Nice. That brings up Brendan Willitson.
Schmidt's trying to complete the first clean inning of the day.
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Sean's in the house. We heard Eric Hasenstein before. He's in the house. Bummy's here. Who's not here is Tom Fritsch. We haven't seen him in quite a few games, Bill. Hope everything's okay with Tom. 0-2 pitch, just a little bit inside. High bouncer out to first base. Jimmy on the easy pickup and takes it to the bag for out number 3. Lucas, you called it. 1-2-3 inning in the top of the third. When we come back, it'll be Jimmy Jurgensen to lead off the inning.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Jimmy Jurgensen getting ready to step in the batter's box. Jimmy drew a walk his first time up. That was an inning that Piatek was able to work out of a jam, allowing only 1 run. Sheboygan could have had a couple more pretty easily. We're in the bottom of the third. Jimmy backing out of the way of that inside pitch.
Thing about Jimmy so far this year, even though he hasn't had a whole ton of hits, he's been on base a lot.
Yes, you're right. And when you hear people who get into the stat kind of thing, you know, and the metrics and all that, they say on base actually is more important than slugging, which I found interesting. Of course, that's not everybody values it the same way.
Depends who you ask.
Breaking pitch is in for a strike, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. That pitch touching the inside corner for strike 2. A good fastball. And Jimmy misses on the swing. It's 1 out for Sheboygan in the bottom of the third. Ben Beering is up.
Those lefty-lefty matchups are really hard to read sometimes with the windup and everything.
Right. I was thinking that when Jimmy came up the first time, but he was able to draw the walk. But the Green Bay pitcher handled him pretty nicely that time. Beering taking that second pitch for a strike, evens the count. Sheboygan's next home games are Tuesday versus Kewaskum. That's in Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League. And on Wednesday, Sheboygan plays the Milwaukee Jaguars in an exhibition game. Both of those games start at 7:30. Beering, bad swing there, goes down on strikes, and that's going to bring up Jason Sims. Hey, 2 outs is a nice time to rally for some runs.
Yeah. No better time.
Jason hit a line drive his last time up, but it stayed up, and the left fielder was able to come in and make the catch.
Those are the ones that hurt. Hit the ball hard right in the barrel.
You had mentioned when he hit that, that happened to Walker in the first out in right field, and then you mentioned, yeah, there it goes again, just on the other side of the field.
Both to lead off the inning, too.
Exactly. Ball up the middle, but over to make the nice play was the second baseman. And that ends the Sheboygan third. Another 3-up, 3-down inning. After 3 complete, Sheboygan on top, 4-1.
Estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
We're back here at Wildwood Ballpark, and it's trivia time. Lucas is going to give us the question for this game.
Today's question is, what movie has a high school baseball coach making it to the major leagues? And we'll try our best to remember to give you the answer in the bottom of the 4th.
And if we don't remember this game, we got a second game. Okay, because I looked it up on the printed schedule that we handed out, you know what I mean, that go to the different communities. But I'll make that change. Yes. First pitch is a ball. Got a correction to make next week, or this week I should say, later this week. We got that Tuesday game against Kewaskum. The Wednesday game is against the Milwaukee Heavy Hitters, and that is a Wisconsin State League game. So a couple of league games this week.
Much more meaningful than an exhibition game.
Exactly. The Heavy Hitters are not playing a full schedule. I think, aren't they hurting for a ball field to play at?
No, it's just their first year, so they're
Just okay.
full-time.
So first year in the league, they're going to play a partial schedule. Hopefully we'll get them on board to play a full schedule next year. But thanks for the correction, CJ. Tuesday versus Kewaskum, Wednesday against the Milwaukee Heavy Hitters. Both of those games will start at 7:30 right here at Wildwood Park. Leadoff walk.
Very uncharacteristic for Schmitz. He's got 2 walks and a hit batter today.
Yeah. Schmitty does have 4 strikeouts, but the walks are more the thing. I agree. LaViolette draws the walk, and Gerbers, the center fielder, is up. Lucas, you know, I think I do a pretty nice job getting this pregame stuff, but this stats stuff you were able to come up with is really nice.
Thank you.
Line drive, base hit to left. Green Bay putting their first 2 hitters on in the 4th. Ethan Hobetler up.
Hobetler was hit on a 1-2 pitch his last time up.
Schmitty trying to work out of a jam. Good pitch on the outside corner. CJ, I was looking at that pocket schedule, and the heavy hitters are listed as MKE, and so are the Jaguars MKE. Okay. They're on the non-league opponents list on the schedule. That's what threw me. Yes. So my perfect game is still intact.
The pocket schedule is letting you down.
Little sack bunt gets the runners over. Ashton Long is up next. Ashton flew out to left his first time. Green Bay now with runners on second and third. One out. Ball is drilled to left field. That's going to go for extra bases. 2 runs will score. And in sliding with a double is Ashton Long, not waiting along, taking that first pitch and drilling it over Harry's head at third, right down the line.
Doesn't really make much sense, Marty. He goes 1, 2, 3 right through the middle of their order, and then he
yeah, no, he's running into big time trouble. Jake Potasek is up next. Jake had an RBI single his last time. Hey CJ, I just thought we can blame it on Bonick printing. Oh, good. It's CJ's fault. There goes his perfect game. Ball's popped up behind third. Harry racing over, but it falls out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. There's 1 out, 2 runs in. Score is at 4-3, Sheboygan. But the tying run is on at second base in Ashton Long. Ball's hit the deep right. But hauling it in was Sims out and right. And a good piece of base running by Long, tagging up on that long fly ball. Moves to third.
Potasek, he had the RBI single in the second inning, so he had another chance to.
Good to get him out.
Yeah.
By the way, I was pretty impressed the way Jason Sims played that. He just raced back there and made it look easy.
Yeah, another nice play earlier on in the game, too.
Right, that was against Gerbers.
Yes.
So ball hit out to deep center. Gus looks like he's got a bead, and he makes the grab for the third out, but not before Green Bay comes up with 2 more runs. After 3.5, it's Sheboygan 4, Green Bay 3.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, Turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier Factory authorized dealer.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Alex Ames is going to lead off the bottom of the fourth for Sheboygan. The answer to our trivia question, what movie has a high school baseball coach making it to the major leagues? The name of that movie was, Bill? What high school baseball coach made it to the majors? What was the name of that movie? The Rookie. Very good, Bill. And by the way, pardon, what? Yeah, it was Dennis Quaid played that one. There goes. Yeah, very good. Infield hit for Alex Ames. I was going to say the trivia question for our second game is maybe the best on the whole list. So fans, stick around for that one. Gus Walker flew out to right and reached on an error.
Really started that rally, that era in left field for the ace in the second.
Yeah, that was, and you called it too. I mean, the outfielder was right there. The only nice thing about him dropping it was an easy scoring decision.
Didn't have to think too much.
Oh, bunt by Walker. Can't quite get it by the pitcher. He's able to make the play. Give Gus a sacrifice, 1-3.
He didn't have much time to think on that either. Barehanded and just flipped it over. Great play by Piontek.
Hanselman up. Chase 2 for 2 with an RBI. He's also scored 2 runs. By the way, I think that Bonic Printing, CJ, really does a great job with all the printing they do for us with the schedule and the posters. What do you think? Of course. Yeah, they do a lot for the ball club, and they've been a sponsor for a long time. Foul ball is out of the ballpark on the New Jersey Avenue. Sheboygan only up 1. Looking to expand on that. Call, strike 3. Good pitch by Piontek. And that's going to bring up Harry.
Harry got robbed last time. Nice line drive right at the shortstop.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, find a hole this time. Good speed at second base in Alex Ames. And as the pitch was being delivered, Ames got almost a third of the way down to third base. Be careful out there. The Violet has a pretty good arm behind home plate.
Really making Piontek think. He was really looking back for a while there.
I was getting a little worried because
he took a bigger lead after he started looking back at him.
Conley, the second baseman, was getting pretty close to the base for a spin move and a pickoff attempt. Breaking pitch is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Harry. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 now. Wind still blowing out to left. And ball 4. That's going to bring up Jacob Neese. Lucas, Jacob had a big hit last time up.
RBI single right up the middle brings in 2 runs. Reason the A's got the lead right now.
Ball is popped up to left. And that time the catch is made. And that ends the Sheboygan 4th inning. After 4 complete, A's 4, Blue Ribbons 3.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Peyton Conley, the number 3 hitter and second baseman for Green Bay, is going to lead off the 5th. Conley is 0 for 1 with a walk.
Definitely a dangerous hitter, though. He's hitting 440 coming into today.
Whew.
Back to these 3, 4, 5 guys that are so dangerous.
Schmitty sticks the glove out and has that one. Makes a solid throw over to first for a 1-pitch out in the 5th. It was that one, I think it was Piatek's in the 2nd that he stuck his glove out, but it bounced by for a hit. Or maybe it was Laviolette's leading off the inning. I don't remember exactly, but it was similar. And that time Schmitty able to flag it down. Ball just missed a couple of the Sheboygan A's players sitting on the rolled up tarp alongside the dugout. James Bornick. Pitch just a little inside. Evens the count at 1-1. Unicorn was a big guy. He was pretty fast in that inflatables race. Blew away the competition.
He's basically done with the race, and competition wasn't even at second base yet.
Right. One ball, 2 strike pitch. Bornick able to fight it off. Sheboygan on top, 4-3. Schmitty hoping to, or trying to maintain that 1-run lead. Hopefully he can get some more runs from his mates.
More than likely, Schmidt's probably isn't going 07, you think?
That's a good question, Lucas. I'm not sure.
You'd have to think that if Bricklaeus does pitch the second game, he would go 7. But
High bouncer over Schmidt's head. That's going to be infield single. Tough break. You know, after Eric delivered the pitch, he's moving forward just a little bit too much to be able to recover and maybe get that ball. Willitson is up next. Give Bornick infield hit. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Sixth hit for Green Bay in the game.
Those 2 errors are the only reason they're losing right now.
Right. Sheboygan has 5 hits. Boy, that one looked pretty good, but not called a strike. 1-1 is the count. Green Bay with 2 errors in the game. You're right, Lucas. Of the 4 runs Sheboygan has, only 1 is earned. Bouncing ball through the right side. 1 base advance by Bornick, and Willitson is on with a single. And Brady LaViolette is up, and Tim Moyer coming out to talk to his pitcher. Looks like there's some action in the Sheboygan bullpen. It's hard to see who it is that's warming up, but you can see the ball getting thrown back and forth.
Looks like Martinez is talking a little bit. I don't know if he's throwing, but he stayed it up over there.
Tim Moyer not making a change. He's going to keep Schmidt in there. Situation is there is 1 out. Green Bay with runners on at first and second. And Brady LaViolette is up. Brady's been on both times and scored both of those times. Once with a single and once with a walk. He's having a good day. Breaking pitches inside for a ball. The one thing about Schmidt's outing today, Lucas, he hasn't thrown strikes as consistently as we've seen him in other games.
He almost never throws walks, and he's got the 2 walks and the hit by pitch. And he's given out a lot more hits than he normally would. 7 hits already for Green Bay. All but 1 Green Bay Blue Ribbon has reached today.
Yeah, oh boy. When is he coming? When is he going to be up soon? No, it's the second batter. We're down to number 6. 2 balls and no strikes on the batter. Another pitch outside makes it 3-0. You thinking LaViolette would be taking the pitch here?
Yeah, I would assume so, but I was wrong last time. Well, no.
That ball is hit deep to left, way back there, and out of here. A long home run for Brady LaViolette.
Safe to say he had the green light there, Marty.
Jeez. A no-doubter. That makes it 6-4 Green Bay.
Flips this game on its head.
That's exactly what we didn't want to have happen. Get down late in the game. Brian Gerbers is up next. That takes us back to the early innings, Lucas, when Sheboygan had opportunities to put more runs on the board and they didn't capitalize.
Left the bases loaded in the first inning.
One and one is the count to Gerbers. There's 1 out. 3 runs in on that long 3-run homer. Violet got it up into the jet stream and it just sailed out of here. See, Ames knew, took a few steps back and then just looked up and watched it sail out. Foul ball makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think Tim Moyer really wants to avoid putting in a reliever right now and wants to see if Schmitz can get out of the inning.
I would agree.
I don't think he'd come back out for the 6th.
That's strike 3. Swing and a miss by Gerbers. And that's going to bring up Ethan Hobetler. Hobetler is 0 for 0. Was hit by a pitch and sacrificed runners over in the 4th, both of which scored. A lot of traffic on the bases for Green Bay in this game.
Just that one clean inning in the 3rd.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's been traffic all day.
Sheboygan's gotten pretty many runners on also. Good fastball by Schmitty. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Betler doing a good job of hanging in there, following that one straight back.
Only has 2 hits on the year, so don't want him to get going.
Let's keep it at 2. Swing and a miss. And that ends the 5th inning, but not before Brady LaViolette cranked out a 3-run homer and puts his club on top 6-4.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family-owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community, and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the Queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Ian Mary is going to lead off the 5th inning for Sheboygan. They now trail it 6-4. Hopefully Sheboygan can get some runs in.
Definitely a good guy to start off the inning. Team's batting average leader. Maybe he can get on base, start some up.
Reese Piatek still on the mound for Green Bay, and there's a base hit out into left center field for Ian Mary.
Perfect.
That's going to bring up Jimmy Jurgensen. Jimmy had a little trouble with the left-hander last time. Hopefully he can get something going. There's a line drive, base hit to right. Ian Mary round second and is going to head to third, standing up. Way to go, Jimmy.
What was that, 2 pitches? 2 runners on? Corners?
I think so. And we got a courtesy pinch runner, Nick Herzog. Herzog running for Jurgensen. Yes. Nick is a very fast runner. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to steal second base, get the tying run over. Ben Beering is up. Good stop by LaViolette. Keep that one from going back to the screen. Mary's on at third. Herzog is at first. Beering with a swing and a miss.
Trying to hit the ball in play for the first time that he struck out his first 2 times up.
Yeah, you're right. He had a very hot stretch for a while, but over the last 2 games we've seen, he's cooled off a bit. And they got him picked off. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's how you lose momentum right there.
Nick getting a little bit too much of a lead, and good move by Piatek. Pitch is up high. Still got a man on third, only 1 out. Pitch inside. Makes the count 3-1.
Trying to make things back to where they were. First and third. Get walked here.
Pitch is up high, and Herzog, pardon me, Beering on with a walk. And that's going to bring up Jason Sims. Wind is blowing out, as it has been all game, out to left. Good breaking ball in for a strike. Beering taking a conservative lead. That pitch is in for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Infield has moved back too. That was not a balk. The pitcher stepped off before he faked a throw. There's a slow roller to third. And across for the out.
Well, I mean, if the bases had been loaded without the pickoff, it could have been a double play to home the first anyway.
Yeah.
So.
It looked to me like Ian could have probably ran home. The infielder was more interested with getting the out.
Didn't look like he's even looking home at all.
Yep. Beering does move down to second. Ian still on third. There's 2 outs. Alex Ames is up. Alex is 1 for 1 with a walk and a base hit. Need a hit here. Good speed on at second base in Beering. Slow roller down the third base side, but it goes foul.
Try to get the Gus Walker here with runners in scoring position. The way he's been hitting so far this year.
Right.
And also, more than likely, you probably already have a run in if you get it to him.
Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 runners on. That pitch is right in there. Called strike 3. Reese Piatek doing a great job working out of the jam with no runs scoring for Sheboygan. After 5 complete, Green Bay still has 6 and Sheboygan only has 4.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
Holden Riley has come in to pitch for Sheboygan. Eric Schmitz went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs. They were all earned, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Also gave up that big 3-run homer in the 5th inning that really hurt. Holden Riley is making his 2nd appearance. He's got 1 inning pitched, struck out 3 and walked 1. The stats are only through Thursday. It does not include the weekend games. Friday and Saturday. That's 3 games worth of stats. But that's what we have to work with. Just got to go with it, right, Lucas? Ashton Long had the big hit up to the point of the 3-run homer back in the 4th when he had a 2-run double.
Yeah.
Ball is hit to deep left, but not deep enough. Ames able to make the catch in left field.
Very strong pull hitter.
Yes.
I think his double was down the left field line. He's flown out to left 2 times.
Jake Potashik up. Jake is 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the 2nd. Green Bay on top. Only 2 innings left for Sheboygan. And Harry with a nice catch over the head. 2 outs. You know, we talked about leaving runners on base. Lucas, I counted up 8 runners left on base so far for Sheboygan.
And most of them been in chunks too.
Yeah. 2 in the 1st. Is it 2 in the 2nd? No, I'm sorry. You look at the other side of the sheet. 3 in the 1st. You're right.
Yeah.
That was the biggest chunk. They left 2 on in the 4th and then 2 on in the 5th. That's pretty good chunks.
Yeah.
Riley turning up the heat. Ball is hit hard. Bounces over the shoulder of Harry. That could have been dangerous. But give Eason Hurd a base hit.
He wasn't trying to get his chest in the way of that.
You know, if he'd have been square in front of it, I think he would have got it in the face.
Yeah.
'Cause it took a pretty high hop. Peyton Conley up. That's the first hit allowed by Holden Riley.
Conley's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a walk.
Riley, Plymouth
Really?
guy. Bouncing ball into right field, down the line. And diving in with a double is Conley. And that puts runners on second and third with 2 outs.
Talk about the A's getting runners on what feels like most innings. Man, Green Bay has had at least, feels like 2 runners on every single inning.
I know, they put a lot of runners on. Very dangerous. First pitch is a strike. Big swing and a miss by James Bornick. Bornick having a good day with a couple of singles. Pitch in the dirt, nice stop by A's catcher.
Probably brings his average up over 400. He's hit nearly 390 to coming into the day.
Another pitch in the dirt. Beering has to make a nice play on. Two and two is the count. Can't give him any more. Beering having to work all of a sudden pretty hard.
Feels like Riley's trying to go for the swing and miss. You know, fast 3 pitches been in the dirt.
Three-two pitch coming up. Timeout called at home plate by Bornick. There's a ground ball up the middle. Herzog able to get a glove on it, and 2 runs are going to wind up scoring. Bornick with a 2 RBI single.
Make that 7 unanswered runs for Green Bay now.
Oh boy. I think if Nick could have been able to get a glove on it, I don't think he'd have thrown the runner out at first, but he would have kept the second runner from coming around and scoring. But in either case, it was a tough play. give Green Bay credit. The first two batters made out quickly, and now they've collected 3 hits in a row.
Yeah, Riley was cruising, and then all of a sudden, wheels came off.
Eight to 4 now, Green Bay. Two-0 pitch coming up to Willitson. Bornick on first base. After 2 innings, Sheboygan was up 4-1, and then you mentioned 7 unearned runs, right?
You knew eventually it was going to come back and hurt the A's, the amount of runners they were giving up early on in the game.
Ball is popped up behind home plate. Beering makes it look easy. Good catch, and that finally ends the inning, but not until Green Bay tacks on 2 more runs, and after 5.5, they lead it 8-4.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Reese Piatek still on the mound for Green Bay. And in the 6th inning, he'll face the top of the order, Gus Walker, Chase Hanselman, and Harry Stelt. I did my duty for the game, picking that 50-50 ticket, and I had my eyes closed, so didn't pick my number. I don't think they sell 50-50 tickets up here in the press box. What's the payout, Kevin? $222. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 balls and 1 strike, and a swing and a miss. That was 1 and 2, and Gus goes down swinging.
Another case of those lefty-lefty matchups.
Yeah, exactly. Gus 0 for 3 actually in the ball game. Piatek has had his way with the left-handers for the most part. Chase Hanselman up.
He's got twists today, including that RBI single in the 2nd.
I don't know about you, Lucas, but Piatek looks like he's throwing harder now than he was earlier in the game.
He's definitely gotten more comfortable, and more calm, at least looking at it, the way he pitches since the second inning. Completely different pitcher.
Waiting on deck is Harry Stelt. Hanselman looking to get something started for Sheboygan. They're 4 runs down, and we're in the 6th inning of a 7-inning ball game. Ground ball to third. Nice pickup. And the throw across is a little bit high. And Hanselman is going to reach on a throwing error.
Third time on base today for Hanselman.
Hobetler did everything right until he had to throw it. Harry's up. Harry 1 for 2 with a walk.
That wind going out to left. Hopefully Harry could get a hold of one here. 2-run ball game.
Oh, that'd be nice. Sheboygan has not been much of a home run hitting club this year. Bouncer right back to the mound. Throw out to second base. And the man was not on the base at second, so Hanselman should be safe at second. Harry is going to be out on a 1-4-3 play. Piatek did the right thing, throwing to second base. I thought it was going to go out to center field because there's nobody there.
Coming off the bat, like, oh, this is an easy double play. He turns around, he's got no one to throw to.
Jacob Neese, the Northwoods chemical cleanup hitter, is up. Yeah, it looked like a easy 1-6-3 or 1-4-3 double play. And that right there was the problem, Lucas. The second baseman thought it was going to be the shortstop, and the shortstop thought it was going to be the second baseman.
Not good communication between those two.
The general rule is if you have a right-handed hitter, it would be the second baseman to come over and take the throw. Pitch inside, makes it 2-1. 2 outs, man on second. Green Bay able to do it with 2 outs. Let's see if we can respond. Three errors in the game for Green Bay, but the offense has been really good.
That's for sure.
And Jacob draws a walk. That's going to bring up Ian Mary, and it's also going to bring out the Green Bay manager. Hayden Price, 27 coming in. Logan Papelham coming on.
Piontek sure pitched a heck of a game, though.
He certainly did.
4 runs really don't do it justice.
Went 5 2/3. He gave up 4 runs. Only 1 was earned, and even if any runs score here, those are going to be unearned also.
You don't see that. Just say that the A's get both those home. I mean, 6 runs and only 1 of them earned. I mean, completely different pitching performance.
Well, as I look up some of this business here, he did issue 6 walks.
Yeah, some that go into the game he really didn't do either. In his 6 innings, he only had 1 walk.
Allowed 6 hits. 7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're right again, Lucas.
I'm just looking at what Bill's got on the board over there.
Oh, don't look at what he's got on the board. You never know. There's 2 outs. We're in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th. Sheboygan is down by 4 runs. Ian Mary is up. Ian's got good pop in his bat. You know, the other thing that'd be nice is he wouldn't have to run around the bases so fast. If he had a home run, he could trot.
Then we got a whole new ball game.
Brad Reinflesch is looking to pinch hit for Nick Herzog. Ball is popped up into short right, actually right behind second base, and that is Conkey comes back and makes a catch, and that ends the 6th inning for Sheboygan. As we head to the 7th, it'll be Green Bay on top, 8-4.
Hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Holden Riley still on the mound for Sheboygan. He came in the 6th inning and got the first 2 hitters easily, and then Green Bay proceeded to rally and score 2 more runs. It'll be Brady LaViolette up. He's 2 for 2 with a 3-run homer. And he walked once, and big stat for him is the 3 runs scored.
Yeah. Those 2 runs last inning, the way this game's gone, are gigantic insurance runs for the amount of runners that each team's had on base.
Yeah, we got a winner down there, $222 in the 50-50, and he's not even smiling when he goes back to his seat. What in the world? Just another day at the ball game, huh, guys? The big trick for Kevin Muck is going to be see if he can get that second game 50-50 up over 100.
Always likes getting to the 3 digits. Only one time this year, I think.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, he got it up to like 89 only.
And that was that, what, a Reno game that got moved later?
Right, yeah, that was it. Good memory.
Thank you.
And a leadoff walk. They don't need any more runs.
No.
Brian Gerbers is up next. Brian 1 for 3. Now I look down to the Green Bay dugout, Lucas. They got a lot of players down there.
Running their lineup card, how many subs they got? Like 10?
There were a lot of them standing on the baseline for the national anthem.
very similar to what the A's have.
Oh, big breaking ball. And for a strike, foul ticked actually.
After Hurd's signal in the 6th, that means every single batter for the Green Bay has been on base at least once today.
Oh, not a winning recipe.
No, it is not.
Called, strike 3. We mentioned Holden Riley, the A's pitcher, is from Plymouth. He attends Marion. Actually, he's a Marion University alum.
Like so many on the A's.
You know, when you look back over the years, Marion has always had an outstanding baseball program.
A lot of them coming over to the A's too.
Now, I don't know, Jason Bartelt, who's a Sheboygan A's Hall of Famer, was the athletic director there. I'm not sure if he's still there. Ethan Hobetler. Violet on at first. He doesn't look to be stealing a base, but we'll see. Breaking ball down.
Riley's got a nice breaking ball, though. He's got a couple of swing and misses on it already.
2-1 pitch. Right up the middle. Good stop by second baseman. Throw over.
Oh.
They got the man at second.
It was incredible how close that play even was over at first.
Very good play by Nick Herzog to get the force out. And Hobetler reaches on the fielder's choice. Just beat the throw to first. Jacob Neese now playing first base, and Herzog, like I mentioned, is at second. Nick came in for Jimmy a couple innings ago to pinch run. That was back in the 5th inning. That ball almost hit Holden too, Lucas. Good thing it didn't, actually.
Yeah, that would have probably easily been everyone's safe. Tough to get to it.
And a sore ankle.
Yeah. Makes it harder to pitch, too.
That pitch is a strike. Great job by the grounds crew to get the field ready after the heavy rains we had this morning. Holden bringing the heat, but it was inside, makes the count 3-1. There are 2 outs. We're in the 7th inning. Garrett Foth up. I guess Long wasn't hitting good enough. 2-run double didn't keep him in the game. And off the outside corner, a walk for Foth. Thanks for that, Lucas. Jake Potasic coming up. He's a leadoff hitter. This will be his 5th time up in the ball game, and it's only a 7-inning game. That's turning the lineup over too often.
Yes.
And that's, you know, when you put all those guys on base, obviously, you're going to get to see the pitcher more often.
Especially for him, he's only 1 for 4. Especially the way he hits, you think that this kind of day would be a day he would kind of feast on. But he does have the RBI single in the 2nd inning.
Hopefully he doesn't get an RBI single here.
Yeah.
We're already down 4. gets hit by a pitch, and that's going to load up the bases. Eason Hurd up. Eason playing out in left field. Dropped the, I was gonna say he dropped the fly ball that resulted in some runs being scored, but Sheboygan not able to capitalize enough.
Nothing in this inning has been hit out of the infield. 3 walks and a fielder's choice.
Good fastball there. Green Bay has Hobetler at third, Foth at second, and Potasic at first. Ooh, breaking ball slipped out of his hand. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch in the dirt, 3-1. We mentioned at the onset that these games against Green Bay, there's a ball drilled out to left field, racing back is Ames. He can't make it. It's off the Irish roofing sign in left field. And run is going to score. Here's the throw at the plate. And the Green Bay second runner is out. But they do score a run. And now Green Bay is going to be up 9-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Alex Perez is going to pinch hit for Nick Herzog. Green Bay scored 2 runs on that double. It's now 10-4. That would make it 9 unanswered runs. Logan, Lucas.
Yeah, and 4 straight innings where they've scored.
Yeah, 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 2 more in the 7th. They've been on fire this last part of the ball game.
That just adds on to the run differential through 6 games in the Wisconsin State League. Did 24 run differential, plus 24.
Whoops. Count is 2-2. Line drive right at the third baseman, Hobetler, and there's one out in the seventh. Logan Papelham came in the bottom of the sixth, got the only batter he faced there. He came in with 2 outs, and now he's retired the first batter in the seventh. Ben Beering is up. Ben is going to reach on a hit by pitch.
Couple wild pitches from Papelham to start this inning.
Jason Sims is up next. Jared Recolaitis is going to be starting for Sheboygan in game 2. The way things look, we're going to have to hope for a split.
Probably going to be the best team that Recolaitis has seen so far this season.
Riley Palmquist again here at the ballpark, but all he can do is coach first. That strike evens the count at 2-2. Ball is hammered foul right at the Sheboygan A's dugout. Everybody seems to be okay, but it certainly was a dangerous situation. Pitch way up high.
You never know. You get 2 men on, maybe start a little rally or get some momentum.
That's why you play all those outs. Got to get 21 outs before it's over. And drawing the walk was Jason Sims. They're down a lot, but they're trying hard. Alex Ames is up next. Alex Ames is 1 for 2 with a walk. Also scored a run. Papelham, first pitch strike to Alex. That was in for a strike. That pitch makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Sheboygan with 2 runners on, but they are down 6. And that wild pitch will advance the runners.
A little more pressure on Papelham now. Single makes it a 4-run game, which is still pretty safe. But
right, exactly. Should be worried about throwing strikes. That pitch out of the zone. 3-2 is the count. Alex's favorite player is Mike Trout. That's a good choice. Yeah. And ball 4. And we're back to the top of the order.
all
Gus
walks.
Walker.
All hit by pitch, walk.
Nobody warming up in the Green Bay bullpen. In the ball game, the hardest hit ball by Gus was at first at bat when he flew out to right on a line drive that just hung up a little too long. One and one.
Ames was 0-2 as well. Started that count 0-2 and drew a walk.
Just like Logan Papelham's shirt, those pitches are out. Gus hammers that one foul. 2-2. Slow roller out the short. Flip to second one. Relay to first. Not in time. Run comes in on the fielder's choice. Ames is out at second. And there are now 2 outs. Chase Hanselman is up next. Chase has done a nice job today in the field and at the bat. Whoa, way out of the zone. Sims comes in on the wild pitch.
Marty, we're within a grand slam.
Yeah. And Green Bay's manager coming out again. Game 2 will start about 20 to 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game. And I mentioned this before, I'll mention it again. It looks like Jared Recklitis will be pitching the second game. So if you're at home, you might want to get out here and watch. He's a good one. If Green Bay wins this game in the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League, these teams will be tied. Actually, Green Bay will move above Sheboygan in the standings. And with the win, Green Bay will increase their advantage in the Wisconsin State League. They are already in first place with only 1 loss.
5-game winning streak too. They start out 0-1.
Right. Two runs in for Sheboygan in the bottom of the 7th. There are 2 outs. Walker's on second base. Chase Hanselman trying to drive him in. First pitch swinging, fouled it straight back.
Unusual territory for the Ribbons too. They have in the Wisconsin State League least amount of runs given up after 6 games. So only 22.
That always bodes well for success. A good fastball that time.
Sheboygan has gotten 6 off of him today.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Hanselman trying to keep the rally going. Takes that pitch outside. Evens count. Lucas Schulze running the cameras, the scoreboard on the live stream. Doing some analytics with me. Are we sending you down for between game snacks? 3-2 pitch. Bouncing ball in the hole and through. They're going to hold Walker at third. Good choice by Tim Moyer.
Yeah, don't want to end the game on a thrown at home.
And that brings up Harry Stelt. It's 10-6. A long ball here would make it 10-9.
Tying runs on deck.
Waiting on deck is the Northwoods cleanup hitter, Jacob Neese. Harry, first pitch swinging, pops it up behind first. And making the play over there was the first baseman for Green Bay, James Bornick, and that ends the ball game. Green Bay a winner, 10-6. The winning pitcher for Green Bay is their starter, Reese Piatek, and the save, I'll have to check that out. I think the save will go to Logan Papelham, but the losing pitcher for Sheboygan is Eric Schmitz. We'll be back in about 25 minutes for game 2, so stay tuned for that.